Okay, tonight's the night it's going down. We've got Floyd Money Mayweather against the notorious Conor McGregor. And I had to take a few minutes to weigh in on this fight. The smart money is all on Mayweather, and rightly so. I mean, he's proven to be a master of his craft, and he's held it down in the game for over 20 years now. So he's by far the highest paid boxer in history. But he's not invincible. No one is. If he's human, there has to be a way to beat him. And Conor is going to try to find that way tonight. So my question to you is, if you were training Conor McGregor, what strategy would you give him to beat Floyd Mayweather? And that's the question we're going to tackle right now.
If you would honor me.
You kept me alive just to speak English? And what do you want?
To know my enemy.
Okay, so the first thing I would have McGregor do back in training camp is study the tape of Floyd's toughest opponents. And these names you see right here, in my opinion, are his toughest opponents. Even though Floyd Mayweather himself and Roger said that his toughest opponent is this guy, Augustine something another. If you go watch that fight, I mean, Floyd knocked the guy out in 9 rounds, so, I mean, he wasn't that tough. One of the names I have here on the list, Jesus Chavez. Mayweather also stopped him in the 9th round, but that was the corner throwing in the towel in the corner between rounds. So it was a little bit different. You know, Chavez was game and he was ready to keep going. So first, let's take a look at Floyd versus Luis Castillo, the first fight.
You got to be careful of. Now, if it happens again, he got an advantage. He knows what it's all about. It'll pass. Castillo banging to the body.
Floyd against Jesus Chavez.
This is one of those extraordinary chins. Whoa! That was a left hook that hurt.
Some chicken, some microwave.
All right, Chavez just digging and digging. This is the way you fight a master boxer. You get him on a rope, and you just throw what you can. You don't care whether you hit him or not. Just keep something on him at all times.
Floyd against De La Hoya. Oscar for the highly offensive, rough and tumble type style here. And he was very effective with it. It was a close fight. Floyd won by split decision. Oscar stopped working behind his jab and got a little bit tired toward the end of the fight. And these are arm punches right here. Not as effective as they would be if he stepped back a little bit and twist his hips into the punches. Floyd was just letting him expend energy. Well, this is definitely a fight that Conor McGregor should study. Floyd against Cotto. Miguel Cotto gave Mayweather fits all night long. What I like about what Cotto did is he imposed his will on Mayweather and forced Mayweather to beat him fighting his fight. And that's what you want to do if you're going to lose. Lose fighting your fight. Don't let the guy take you out of your style, your rhythm, your strategy. And so Miguel executed his strategy, but it was not enough to stop Mayweather. And one name I should have put on this list, but I forgot when I was putting these slides together, is Maidana. You know, Marcus Maidana definitely belongs up there. The second fight, not the first one. Even though the first one was a tougher fight for Floyd. I mean, Floyd was rusty in that fight. So I would look at the second one as more indicative. It was still a tough fight, but Floyd won that one a little bit more convincingly. All right, so here's what we know about Floyd Mayweather. He has good defense, but even though he has a reputation for being a defensive fighter and being a counter-puncher, he actually scores more often offensively, initiating the offense, not defensively, not countering, all right? He likes to fight at a very slow pace. He likes to limit the number of exchanges per round. Part of the reason that he does that is because of the concern about his hands. He's also no longer a combination puncher, and that also has a lot to do with his concern about his hands. And because he's not a combination puncher, he is not really a knockout artist. I mean, I shouldn't say not really. Point blank, he's not a knockout artist. His last knockout came over 10 years ago, and that was against a smaller man moving up in weight, right? Ricky Hatton. So he prefers to fight from the outside more so than the inside. He can take an excellent punch. He has fast hands and excellent reflexes, and he has a decent footwork as well. His signature punches, the jab to the body, the left hook, which he likes to jump in with sometimes, the right uppercut, and the straight right hand. So the way you have to beat him is set an intermittent fast pace. Be extremely rough and tumble with him. And when he throws that signature punch, that jab to the body, take the jab to the body. Don't do like Berto you see here, covering up, with the jab to the body. Take the jab. I'll take the body punch anyway to land a headshot. Take the jab to the body and smash him in the temple. Okay, what we want to do is land punches everywhere. We're not going to go for the low percentage punches, which is to his head. His defense is far too well for that. If that opens up, we'll take it, but we're not going to target that, at least not initially, all right? We're going to land wherever we can. The arms, the shoulders, the hips. These targets are much easier to hit and will have the effect of wearing him out over time. It's important to outwork him and outpunch him every single round, okay? You can't lay back and let him dictate the tempo of the fight. Otherwise, it's going to be an extremely slow, boring pace, and he's going to pick you apart from the outside. Don't make the mistake of loading up, looking for a single shot, thinking that you're going to knock him out, okay? That's not going to happen. All right, you got to give him hell on the inside also. When you're on the inside, unleash on him, but don't stand straight in front of him when you're unleashing. Slide to the left, boom, boom, boom. Slide to the right, boom, boom, boom. All right? Don't stand straight in front of him the way a lot of these guys did. Because it makes him too easy to see what's coming and to defend against it. McGregor's only chance of winning is not to win by knockout. That is not happening. If De La Hoya couldn't do it, Mosley couldn't do it, Cotto couldn't do it, Canelo couldn't do it, there's no way that McGregor is going to do it either. All right? Get that idea out of your mind. Although in the first round, we're going to fight just like in the amateur style. Go out in the first round, go for broke. Round 2 and beyond that, then settle into the game plan. All right. McGregor's only chance is to win by decision, not by outboxing Floyd and trying to be cute and show that you have slicker skills than him, because you don't. But simply by outworking him in every round, out punching him. All right, outworking him and out punching him. That will be McGregor's key. If he can set a fast pace, maintain it. But again, in setting the fast pace, you can't be one-dimensional with it, like a lot of these guys are, because that way Floyd always knows where you are. If you're constantly coming forward, he always knows where you are. Sometimes you got to back up. That's why I said intermittent fast pace. Back up sometimes. Let him come to you sometimes, okay? Let him chase you around the ring sometimes. And then when he's coming forward to chase you, all of a sudden turn around, blitz in, and blast him. The kingdom come, okay? My official prediction, Mayweather by unanimous decision. Based on superior IQ, superior boxing IQ. He'll have a superior game plan, and he's got a far superior boxing skill set. So that's my official prediction. All this talk about knockouts from Mayweather, this is to sell tickets. And it's about, transmitting false information to your enemy, which Conor is likely to fall for it since he's, a newcomer to the professional boxing. So it's hype. I don't believe that Mayweather's going to do that. He's going to fight the same way that he always has. And again, his last knockout, was a decade ago. So I don't see him knocking out McGregor, and I don't see McGregor knocking him out. Also, Floyd throwing that one punch at a time, he wasn't able to keep Castillo off him by not being a combination puncher, and he's not going to be able to keep Conor McGregor off him either. So I'm looking for him to have, a rough night, but still win by unanimous decision.